Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston and welcome to another edition of another review, my SummerSlam review for 2016. Now, tonight on SummerSlam, up and down the card, it just felt like a mixed bag of bipolarness, and that's probably the weirdest, maybe dumbest way to explain this. We had moments of laughing, we had moments of being frustrated, we had moments of being joyfully excited, we had moments of boredom, we had moments of every possible moment you can have as a SummerSlam fan was experienced tonight. I mean, as a SummerSlam fan, as a wrestling fan, was experienced tonight. And you know what? If you want to see how I felt on Twitter all night, here are my tweets. As we go down the list. You know, as I call Rusev my dad, I was saying, please, Dad, win Rusev, because I just no Roman Reigns, people. Like, WWE just has this way of booking things with Roman Reigns. Like, oh, he's in a smart city. Let's book him like the silent killer that they want him to be. And then next week on Raw, when we're not in Brooklyn like we will be tomorrow, book him the way we've been booking him. Because that's what works, and that's what always will, and should work. I honestly was caught off guard by the Finn thing. Someone was saying I hope I was right because I thought we'd see a double turn, and you know the whole Bullet Club, and then Rollins turns face, and then eventually somewhere down the line, a couple months, maybe WrestleMania, Rollins with the championship. I don't know. And then Nikki Bella returned tonight, and my takeaway from that, being the salty Becky Lynch fan I was rooting for her team, was that Nikki Bella returned. But Nikki Bella returned, and what do I take away from that? Not probably, but what do I take away from that? That she's on Smackdown Live. That's what I take away. Okay, so with that being said, you guys can go down we'll go down the rest here. Big E made his return tonight. AJ Styles beat John Cena. Quoting John Cena from what he said to AJ Styles was just like, wow, dude, okay. This response was to, why did Sasha Banks lose the title tonight? I just, okay, dude, that happened. But yeah, that's my Twitter. You can follow me right here under the Gordon Maston thing. You can even search Gordon Maston if you want to. Fight Maston, fight. I tweet during all the live shows that I can, and usually other shows that I can. You probably won't catch me tweeting in the middle of NXT TV or Lucha Underground because I watch those usually when I can, or the CWC. But yeah, that's Twitter. That's me, and we'll get into this review. Yeah, we'll get into this review now. So. Oh, wait, hold on here. I forgot I'm still on the whole screen. Okay, so while I adjust this, I'll just say, we'll go over the pre-show here real quick because I know there'll probably be some people, you can give it the pre-show. We're going to do this real quick. The Smackdown tag rematch between the Dudleys, the Ascension, Febreze, and who else am I forgetting here? The Ascension, Febreze, and I'm forgetting one more tag team. Oh my god. I'm forgetting a tag team. And it's weird that I'm remembering the Ascension, and they were the one that I should be forgetting. Well, either way, they'll come to me at some point. The Ascension, Febreze, and whoever versus the Usos, Mojo Rawley, and Zack Ryder, the Hype Bros, and American Alpha. American Alpha going to get the win. Blah, blah, blah. They hit Grand Amplitude. After that, Usos make the blind tag. Splash by the Usos, 1, 2, 3. Nothing really to say here. It was just a giant... I'm not a fan of these matches. I'm not a fan of these giant cluster matches. That's all I'm really going to say here. Up next is Sami Zayn versus... Well, Sami Zayn and Renee even went off the cuff on the pre-show and said Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville versus the Dudleys. And the Dudleys got beat here. I thought I was going to say the Dudleys got the win. What did you think I was going to say? Once again, Bubba clotheslines Devon. It leads into a haluva kick, red arrow finish, 1, 2, 3. Dudleys take the loss here. Neville and Zayn, pretty good tag team. Enjoyed it, liked it, loved it. As we move on, baby, and we go to Cesaro versus Sheamus in the first match of a best-of-7 series. Now, knowing Cesaro already won the first match of the series, well, the first two matches, not even the first match of the series, the first two matches that these two had that weren't even out of the best-of-7, you had to see Sheamus getting the win here. Sheamus got the win with the bro kick. Thumb to the eyes of Cesaro. Bro kick, 1, 2, 3. Cesaro loses. Sheamus wins. Now we jump into the actual SummerSlam show, which is Jericho, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, for those of you who didn't know, versus Enzo and Cass. Enzo comes out. It's not even really a roast session. It's basically just a bunch of Brooklyn pandering, and Enzo just, like I said, pandering to Brooklyn. Nothing more, nothing less here. Did the whole soft shtick, and then out comes, wait, I said outcomes. I don't even know why I was saying that. I am so sorry. I just had a moment of blanking out there for a minute. Okay, so, brain fart. Anyways, we move on, and Jericho gets the win here with a pop-up code breaker. So not only are we reenacting WWE 2K OMG moments, but we're adding Kevin Owens pop-up into an actual, other than being into the powerbomb, a pop-up code breaker. That is awesome. Okay, and if you guys hear background, I'm sorry. There's TV on in the background. There's not really much I can do about it. It's in the other room. Okay. So, Jericho gets the win with the pop-up code breaker on Enzo Amore for the 1, 2, 3. It's a pretty fun match, a little sloppy at times, but it didn't really take away from it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was about a solid, 12 to 15-minute match. No, it was solid. I think it was a solid 12-minute match, somewhere around there. It was around the 10-minute mark. That's all that matters, man. So up next, I believe, and I'm not 100%, let me check this, but I believe we got Sasha versus Charlotte. Yes, it's with Sasha versus Charlotte, and at one point in the match, Charlotte and Sasha were on the top rope, and Sasha got dropped. After it looked like it was going to be like a sit-out, not a sit-out, but a walk, like a sidewalk slam walking variation from Sasha, not from Sasha, from Charlotte. Sasha just gets dropped on her back and on the bottom turnbuckle, and it looks like Sasha's actually hurt here. But it was something that they improv and put together. Sasha sold it well, and you could tell she was selling. She wasn't really hurt because throughout the match, what they did was they basically, had Charlotte work the back here, and if they were working it, the injury was obviously a work, and Sasha wasn't really hurt. So, good on Sasha. I'm glad she's not hurt. I'm glad she was able to continue. Match went on for a little longer. Charlotte went on to get the win with reversing the bank statement into a roll-up pin for Sasha to lose and Charlotte to regain the championship, which is why I tweeted, why LMAO, #SummerSlam. This to me was completely stupid, dumb, retarded. It makes the Raw that you made 3 weeks ago, the banger, the anomaly that I called it, the anomaly, look pointless. It's like you're taking away from what made a good show. You're taking away your follow-through. What you should have done was had Sasha retain. What was the point of putting the championship on her if you were going to make her lose it at SummerSlam? I don't even know what to say here. This was just a dumb booking decision in my mind. This was completely just... This is asinine. This asinine is the only word that explains it. Why? What? They're better. Bailey better be coming up. We better get some kind of... Spoiler alert, Finn Balor won the championship tonight. Why can't I hope Bayley comes up and she beats Charlotte, and then Charlotte's out of the picture completely, and then we get Bayley versus Sasha versus Charlotte at some point. And then at some point down the line, we get Bayley versus Sasha versus Charlotte versus Becky. Then at some point, Asuka gets called up. We get Bayley versus Sasha versus Charlotte versus Asuka. Then Billie Kay, Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, Asuka. Then at some point, Peyton Royce, Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Peyton, Billie. There better, I repeat, there better be a meaning to this because that was dumb. That was really, really, really dumb. Okay. And yes, if anyone's gonna wonder who the next one was, it was Ember Moon. It wasn't probably, it was Ember Moon. So up next, we get The Miz versus Apollo Crews. Basically, Apollo Crews mainly dominated this match. Miz had his moments of dominance here. Not even dominance, just his moments where he got offense. And Miz goes on with the skull-crushing finale after driving Apollo Crews into a turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Maurice did try and get involved in this match, but it didn't really cost Apollo. Yes, it was a distraction, but it really didn't. It didn't matter at the end of the match. It just didn't matter. So Miz gets the win. It's about a 5-minute match here. Nothing special at all. Apollo Crews, I've said it, and I'll continue to say it again, needs to be relegated back to NXT. There is no better way. There is no better way to fix this. You need to relegate this man back to NXT. I'm sorry, dude. There's nothing better you can really do here. Like, this man, it's just bad, man. He's just, like, I'm so sorry. You deserve better, dude. You deserve better, Apollo. Not deserve better. What am I saying? You don't deserve better. You deserved better in NXT. You deserved a character. You deserved the chance to grow, and you didn't get that. If I'm saying deserved better, that's what I mean when I say deserved better. So the thought was in my head. The exact, like, where I was going with it wasn't there, and then I just put it together. So that's where I'm going. He deserved better in NXT. He didn't deserve to get called up because it totally just, it was a detriment to him. That call-up was a detriment. No one cares about Apollo Crews. We're going to have to repackage this man into something special because he is floundering. And when I say floundering, I mean floundering. This is now a man without a direction on a show that doesn't have many stars, and Miz just beat him, and yeah. So either way, you win the Intercontinental Championship, you're defacing this championship. You're not important. No one really cares about you. You're not doing much. This is, either way, it was a lose-lose for you, Apollo. You win the championship, it's not important. You lose, it's just not helping you at all. You need to go back to NXT. I'm going to say it until I'm black. So until I'm purple in the face, man. You need it. Okay. So next up, match of the night. Match of the night. This was like a almost 25-minute match. We have John Cena versus AJ Styles, and we had. Okay, let me just run down my spots of the match. Obviously, the Oshi-Goroshi AA combo. Like, usually AJ, he'll drop you over the front of his head in the Oshi-Goroshi. But no, he did it like an AA style, where he brought you down like an AA, but, brought the back of your head and neck down on his knee. And that was one spot. Cena kicked out of that. The AA spot, the first AA is that AJ kicked out of. And then the second one was one off the top rope, and it was the Super AA. Now, I was going to say no one's ever kicked out of this, but last year at Battleground, Kevin Owens kicked out of it, and then immediately got put into a STF to tap. But AJ Styles got out of it, and then Cena went for another AA. AJ countered it into a Styles clash, and he got the win. This match was every bit of everything I wanted, expected, and needed. Thank you, AJ Styles. And you know how, usually when a superstar is going to retire or take a break, they leave something of theirs in the ring. I don't know what exactly what I was going to say as a sign of respect, but like, it's a piece of them to leave behind. And Cena left, I believe it was a headband or a wristband or something in the ring, and yeah, I from what I hear, I don't think we're going to be seeing John Cena for a while. So I don't want to say that's a good thing. I really don't, because SmackDown needs stars, and if Cena's not there, this really doesn't help them. It honestly doesn't. And if Cena is taking time off, this just does not help them in the slightest bit. But this was the match of the night to me, honestly. Okay, so up next, we get Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus The New Day. Kofi Kingston and Big E are on representation. Now, let me just say this. Jon Stewart, who was at SummerSlam last year, who costed John Cena the championship, was backstage, and he was recruited by the New Day for something. We don't know what it was until this point. So at this point, Jon Stewart comes out, and what does he do? He's playing the role of Big E, and the New Day are so, like, we can't come up without our usual entrance. They had Jon Stewart, whose voice is not strong enough to pull off anything Big E does, and he needed the help to do it. He needed the help of the crowd to do it. So he basically said, "Oh, WWE." He basically said, "Oh, Brooklyn, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world-famous two-time champs and feel the power." And then he said, "It's a new day." He didn't even finish it off and say, "It's a new day." Yes, it is. He just said, "It's a new day." And then the crowd had to basically help him through it. And he was so like, the chemistry between him and the crowd, like, there was just a huge disconnect between them, because they didn't know when he was going to start talking, and he gave it off to them, and then he just started talking again, and they kind of faded out. It was not, no. So the New Day do their entrance, Gallows and Anderson come out, and at some point Jon Stewart gets in the ring, and just like, this man just ruined SummerSlam match. Just like, this is like the WWE saying, "Hey, we've given the New Day the advantage," not the New Day, the club the advantage, the Roppongi Club, as I like to call them, because the club, dumb name, we've gone over this, but we've given the Roppongi Club the advantage this entire time. We definitely want them to win the titles. We just don't know when. So what are we going to do? We're going to have the Roppongi Club almost win, Jon Stewart crawl in the ring, and then we cock the gun, but we don't pull the trigger. So the New Day, as of tomorrow night on Raw, and I'm pretty sure there will be a New Day celebration, plus with Big E being back, because Big E eventually does come down the ring and just attack the club and beat them up and just do the whole belly to booty thing and just throw them around. We're going to have probably a New Day 365-day celebration tomorrow, and then restart this where we begin and just have the club come out and dominate the New Day. And then probably take another one of them out and give them ring post-itis. So this, to me, was just one giant waste of time. So, thanks, WWE. Thank you a lot. Okay, so next, we get Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, and my God, I love Dean Ambrose to death, but was this underwhelming. The match itself wasn't bad at all, but the crowd were still exhausted from John Cena and AJ Styles, that being one thing. And the other, the crowd just doesn't care about Dolph Ziggler enough. And I'm not going to say for any reason or any means it's Ambrose, because it's not Ambrose. If it was Ambrose, he wouldn't have got a pop when he came out. Like, when Ziggler came out, they're like, "Yeah, we don't care." When Dean came out, it was as every Dean Ambrose reaction is. The crowd was obviously in the Dean. But you know what I did notice is when he started heeling it up and hamming it up, like mocking Ziggler, there were parts of the crowd that were booing him. And the crowd wasn't having it. The crowd wasn't into it. And, I mean, like I said, I don't blame this match on Dean at all. I just blame it on Dolph. Another thing, there's the really awkward finish where they were going up and Ziggler jumped up on the top rope with that top rope face buster that he usually does. They go down for it. Dean lands on his feet, hits Dirty Deeds, 1, 2, 3. That's about it. Like, they didn't even, tease. But they had Ziggler hit the zigzag. Dean kicked out of it. They tried to make Ziggler look as strong as they possibly could have in a match like that against Dean. But at the same time, it was just awkward. It came off as awkward. It came off entirely as awkward. So, That was that. But like what I did really like about this was Dean acting heel and like copying off of Dolph, doing the whole Shawn Michaels like imitation of imitation of imitation. Shawn Michaels just must be sitting there like this new generation of fans isn't even gonna know who I am by the time everybody's done imitating me because it just tune up the band, super kick. Like everybody just does it nowadays, like because no one, I don't even know. It was good though. From Dean doing it because we know it's a one-time thing, and Dolph does it all the time. He tries to be a living, breathing imitation of Shawn Michaels. Yeah, but Dean, good on you for like just the massive amounts of disrespect in this match. Dean was playing the heel like to the best that he could, being a babyface. Dean was showing Dolph massive amount, not massive. I'm probably going over the edge, but he was disrespecting Dolph like I don't take you as a threat. You're nothing but a joke. Blah blah blah. And that's basically what happened. Like he didn't prove it to be otherwise. So Dean gets the win. Yeah. So up next we got, I believe it was the women's match. This was Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmela versus Alexa Bliss and Natalya and what was supposed to be Eva Marie. But if we all know, Eva Marie got suspended for 30 days because of the PD, because of a substance abuse policy issue that she had with the company. And with that being said, everybody else makes their entrances. Eva Marie's voice guy says she doesn't want to be there. She's like exhaustion, fatigue, something like that. And then negative crowd response. Even this voice guy is self-aware. Eva, I guess she's self-aware too because she's taking a vacation. She's taking a vacation in the island somewhere, some islands of England or something like that. Like okay, all right, dude. So in her spot to replace her on the heel team is a returning face pop, by the way, Nikki Bella, and it was said a couple of days ago she was cleared to return to action, and that was what we got. Nikki Bella, I'm not gonna lie, oh my god, she was looking great. So was Becky Lynch in this match. Doesn't really matter, but this match lasted way longer than I thought it would. It got a solid 10 minutes, and Nikki's team wins by pinning Carmela with a TKO. So Nikki's new finisher is a fireman's carry TKO, and well, it was a TKO is positioned within the fireman's carry, and that was basically that. So yeah, Nikki wins with the TKO. Okay, Nikki gets the win pinning Carmela with the TKO. Because once I knew Carmela got tagged in, and then I seen Nikki was in the ring and she got her hot tag. It wasn't really a hot tag, but she got her moment to be in the match. I knew, okay, this match is over. Carmela's the weakest of the team, and they're pinning her. Naomi, they just redid her whole shtick, made her a babyface again, and Carmela's eating this pin. Okay. So after this was Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Finn has the whole demon gimmick going. The whole paint entrance is dope. The paint is dope. The crowd is going back and forth. It felt like at some points in the middle of it they were dead. I swear they were chanting Balor Club, Balor Club. Oh, God. So, with that being said, the match was great, honestly. I really did enjoy it. Seth Rollins popped out the God's last gift, and I lost my mind. He did hit the pedigree, but Finn Balor at the very end wins with the coup de grace, and he is your first ever Universal Champion. And that championship is beautiful, dude. That championship is beautiful. If I have one complaint, though, can we stop making every championship, and I know it's only been the women's and a couple of the WWE World Championships, with the giant WWE design, and then everybody's just going to get custom plates? Like, can we come up with some creative title designs? The Intercontinental Championship is a creative title design. Like, I enjoy it. Like, the tag titles, the former tag titles, the World Tag Team and WWE Tag Team were, pretty good title designs. People used to like the old Undisputed Championship design. I like the old WWE Championship design before the spinner. Like, why can't we create new title designs that are actually created? I don't know. But this is a pretty good match. It was, honestly, it shouldn't have been the spot it was on the card, especially because of what followed it. But, I said I enjoyed it. I said Finn won. I told you guys everything you need to know. Seth, God's last gift, pedigree was it. Coup de grace was it. double stomp to the back of the head, hit by Finn. Let's move on. So up next is Roman Reigns versus Rusev. And this match never fucking started because Roman Reigns, you know, Rusev basically, I'm not gonna sugarcoat and bullshit you guys. Rusev basically attacked Roman. Roman attacked him back, took it too far, beat the crap out of Rusev, and then they book Roman how they always book him in smart cities like Brooklyn. When you have crowds like this, they know he's gonna get booed, so he's basically just attacking Rusev at this point, and the fans don't like. For the small people who are cheering, it's just like, yeah, Roman's turning into what we want. Like, dude, they pulled this prank on you how many times? No, he's not. And there are people just like, we don't care. This is happening right now. Honestly, they need to put some damn respect on Rusev's name. Like, we need to put some respect on Rusev's name. You need to throw a dash of respect on Rusev's name. Because this was just... They treated Rusev like a complete J-Bron, dude. Like, this was not even a joke. This wasn't even funny. Like this was just... I don't even know, dude. But that's basically that. And Rusev is deemed unable to compete, and they will not be having a match tonight. So, nice job, Roman. Okay, so up next we get Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton in the main event. This match, if you want to talk about underwhelming, okay. I'm sorry, I went back up a little bit. Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. This happened. this just happened tonight. So apparently, Randy Orton. So they took one RKO. This basically was the usual Brock Lesnar match, the suplex and everything. Brock put Randy through the table. Randy RKO'd Brock on a table. The table didn't break. And at the end of the match, Randy Orton just got busted open. And it was a referee match stoppage. And Randy was deemed unable to continue because he was out of it and he couldn't continue to compete. Either way, if he would have got back up, Brock would have had an F5 on him and basically beat him. So then after that, Shane McMahon comes out to protect his SmackDown asset. And Brock Lesnar was having none of it and completely, just basically F5 Shane McMahon. So, that was that. That was SummerSlam. If anything, while Shane was up in the air, we should have hit Goldberg's music and had Goldberg come out and try and murder this man, Brock, but, Goldberg's a dick like that, and he doesn't want to come out and he's like, I don't care about any of you people. Like, none of you are worth my time. Not Orton, not Brock even anymore, not Shane. No one. So SummerSlam ends like that. The more and more that I looked at it, I got mad. It just made me want to. SummerSlam just made me want to eat my sorrows away. No, but in all seriousness, this show was quite underwhelming. It wasn't honestly that good. The Cena match. Thank you for AJ Styles. The Cena match, the championship match, the Universal Championship match. I would have liked the WWE World Championship match to have a better crowd response because then it didn't feel right. It wasn't that. It was a good match, what people expected. It needed to be better than what it was, and yeah, that was just what it was. So I wasn't really like a huge fan of this at all. Like, if I'm going thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down, I'm leaning this at a thumbs middle, kinda. Like it's like a bar that's like a scale that's just like, no, we'll keep it here because it was But if you were to ask me if I'm a fan of this show, it's alright. I mean, it wasn't that special. It wasn't really that good. So I hope you guys did enjoy this show. Remember, if you did, to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that WWE goodness on this channel. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. See ya!